Hello friends, Donald Brooks here. Well, want to talk about the Supreme Court. Not the Supreme Court, because the Supreme Court is a great institution. Not anymore, not with the judges that are sitting on the bench right now. Not the 6 buffoons, not the 6 criminals. Because to me, this is a criminal activity, what they've done. What have they done? I'm going to tell you. And the name of this Donald Brooks episode is the Rogue, Unprincipled, and Hypocritical Supreme Court. Yeah, the Rogue, Unprincipled, Hypocritical Supreme Court. In case you don't know, and I'm sure you do now, the vote was 6-3 to give former President Trump complete immunity for any crimes or anything he might do. And I'm going to read what Justice Sotomayor read, and it says it better than I could say it or anybody else could say it, but we'll get to that in a moment. But it's embarrassing, despicable, what they've done. This country's in bad shape, and I've said that on a few shows before, but it's really in bad shape. This ruling has implications that we could talk about all day long. You know, most common people don't know the names of the judges on the Supreme Court. I do know them, but I can't call every one of their names. But I can call a few names. As I said, the vote was 6-3 to grant immunity. And why did they do that? Well, it's supposed to be the law of the land for future presidents. But no, let's be clear. And let's not play games. They're talking about one in particular. They're talking about Donald Trump. That's what they're talking about. They're not talking about the future. They don't care about that. And the reason, they have become a wing of the MAGA movement. And I think I've talked about that before on the Donald Brooks show. They're an extension. They're puppets. They should be ashamed of themselves. As I was saying, the vote was 6-3. 2 of the dissenting ones was Justice Sotomayor and Ketanji Jackson Brown. We'll get back to that in a minute also. But let's talk about the clowns that voted for this, that ruled for this. Let's talk about those clowns, those judges. Justice Roberts, who is a Supreme Justice on the court. And I'm very disappointed in him because I thought he was a little different. Well, I was wrong, wasn't I? And but he's rolled over and played dead and did Trump's and the MAGA movement's bidding, whatever they want. And then we had the 2 others, and this doesn't come as a surprise to anybody. You could bet your money, bet your life how they were going to vote. The 2 Heckle and Jekylls, Clarence Thomas and Judge Alito. You know how they voted. They have no mind of their own. They are a disgrace to their profession and to the Supreme Court. They are. And you know how they voted. Complete immunity. So let me say what Justice Sonia Mayor wrote in her dissension. Judge Sonia Sotomayor. Don't want to mispronounce her name. She was one of the people that dissented, and this is what she wrote. This decision makes a marker of our Constitution. The decision to give Trump immunity reshapes the institution of the presidency, because our Constitution does not shield a former president from answering for criminal charges. I dissent. And any decent American would dissent. I would dissent. You would dissent. Any person that is decent and cares about the rule of law would dissent. But no, not the 6 Supreme judges who voted to do this. No. She went on to say, let him violate laws. He's immune. Let him assassinate a leader. He's immune. Let him take bribes. He's immune. And on and on and on. Of course she dissented. Because she's a decent American and she's doing her job the best she can. Yes. This is sad. This is very, very sad. And it might sound like the people that are saying, yeah, those Republicans and the right-wing wacko MAGAs who are saying, yeah, oh, you're just crying sour grapes. No, it's not sour grapes. It's reality. We have a rogue Supreme Court. We have an unprincipled Supreme Court. Hence the name of this Dawn Brooks show. The rogue, unprincipled, and hypocritical Supreme Court. Yes, that's what it is. It's a rogue court, it's unprincipled, and and it's nothing but reeking with hypocrisy. That's what it is. But there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Sometimes it's light years away, so to speak. But one of the people in Congress, a Democrat in Congress, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, I'm sure you've heard of her. She's a champion for justice. And she said that when Congress reconvenes, she is going to introduce articles of impeachment. She didn't say from what judge or all of the six that voted against it, because she knows, and we know, but she has a voice and might not go anywhere because Republicans are strong in the Congress also. But that is significant. I'm for her. America, we need to get behind her. She is going to introduce articles of impeachment. They need to go. They need to go. This Supreme Court is a rogue court. It's making a mockery of democracy. It's laughing at the common people in this country. It's a shame. It's a crying shame. Okay. What else is there to be said? It's time to do something. I've always said we need to do something. I don't know what to do. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is taking a big step. She has a voice. Let's follow her lead and let's do something. Let's do the little we can. Talk to you soon.